Very good. So, talking about Unit 14, basically Unit 14 is talking about the comparison, okay? We're now trying to compare the past continuous and the simple past. What is the main difference between the two? Okay, the past continuous and the simple past. So, when I talk about past continuous, it is like I look back and see what is that thing that was going on that time. That thing is not going on now. Of course, it's not going on now. But I look back and I see what is that thing that was going on that time. When Abdurrahman called me yesterday in the morning, oh, I was watching a movie. So I was watching a movie tells me that thing that had started, but I had not finished. I was in the middle of doing it. So anything that you had started and you had not finished, that means that you were in the middle of doing that thing. I called Shukri on Saturday at 4 o'clock. You did not pick my call. Shukri said, oh, Saturday, oh, that time I was in Bosaso. Yes, I was driving. Yes, I was driving that time. You see that? So Shukri is now telling me that thing that she was doing that time. She had started doing it, but she had not finished. That means she was in the middle. Okay? And remember present continuous, something happening now, like now I'm teaching. If somebody calls me now, I'll say, excuse me? Yes? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in class now, I'm teaching. Yeah, I'm teaching, I'll call you later. So after 1 hour, after this class, I'll call that person and say, hello, you called me at around 8 o'clock. Yes, I'm sorry, I was teaching at that time, you see? So present continuous will become past continuous because you look back and see that thing that you were doing. What is it that you are doing at that time? So that is called the past continuous. It is like something that had begun, but you were in the middle of doing it. It was not complete. It was somewhere in the middle of doing it. Now, simple past, on the other hand, past simple here, tells me that thing that finished, completed in the past. So this one was not in progress. No. It was not going on. So simple past tells me only what happened. Like yesterday, I called Hamid. I went to town. I watched a movie. I cooked. I went to town. I wrote books. I taught. You see, all those are completed things in the past. If you call, for example, now you ask Shukri what she did yesterday or last week. Maybe yesterday she'll say, I woke up at 3. I cooked. I cleaned the house. I went to the market. I met some friends. I wrote some emails. So all those things are what you did and you finished. These are things that you did and finished. Yeah. These are things that you did and what? And finished. Yeah. You did those things and you finished those things. Not like past continuous. Past continuous tells me what was in the middle that time. This thing had begun, but you had not reached the end. You were in the middle of doing that thing. But simple past tells me what finished. Things that are complete, full, complete. Not like they were half. No, they were not in the middle. They were full. They were fully completed. For example, look at this. Jack was reading a book, past continuous. His phone rang. He stopped. He answered his phone. So you see, phone. His rang, stopped, answered past, simple past. But he was reading, this is what he was in the middle. He had not finished. What happened? His phone rang, past simple. What was Jack doing when his phone rang? He was reading. So he was reading, this is past continuous because this is what he was in the middle. He had started, but he had not reached the end. What did he do when his phone rang? He stopped reading. You see, complete action, stopped and answered his phone. So these are short actions in the past which are complete. Now, Jack began reading before his phone rang, isn't it? He had begun reading before the phone rang. So when his phone rang, he was reading. You see, he was in the middle. And if you look at this picture here, if you look at this diagram here, this is a very good example of past continuous. You see, he started reading here. So reading, 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 and then the phone rang. So the phone rang in the middle of reading. So you see, he stopped reading now here. He stopped reading here. So it's like the call now interrupted. So you see now he answered the phone. So of course, when he answered the phone now, the reading was not going on. But before the phone, before the ring, he was doing something. He was reading, not complete in the past. You're in the middle of doing something. So looking at this part B, if you look at this B here, they're saying that past simple, what did you do yesterday morning? You know, you're telling us what you did and finished. You see, we played tennis. So played is like complete action. Complete action means from the beginning to the end. I played tennis from the beginning to the end. Now, Jack read a book yesterday. So when you say I read a book yesterday, it means from the beginning to the end. Did you watch the game on TV last night? It didn't rain while we were on holiday. So all these things happened and finished. But past continuous, I've told you that these are things that were ongoing. What were you doing at 10:30? We were playing tennis. You see, we were playing. That means you had begun, but you had not finished. You see, started here at 10 o'clock. So this time going on, we were playing. So it is unfinished action. So when you say I was playing, that means that is what was going on that time. You had begun, but you had not finished. It was unfinished. It was unfinished. You were in the middle. Jack was reading a book when his phone rang. You see, he was reading a book when his phone rang. Were you watching TV when I phoned you? Were you watching TV when I phoned you? It wasn't raining when I got up. Yeah, it wasn't raining when I got up. Are you together? It wasn't raining when I got up. You see, it was not raining. So looking down here, I started work at 9 o'clock and finished at 4:30. You see, 9 o'clock is in the morning, 4:30 is afternoon. People start in the morning and finish in the afternoon. So if you ask me, for example, at 2:30, 2:30 is in the middle. 2:30 is the middle there after lunch. So at 2:30, I was working. Why is this man saying I was working? Because he was in the middle of that given action. He was in the middle of an action. Today, Jamal went to work at 8 o'clock and he finished at 6 o'clock. So we ask him, what were you doing at 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Oh, I was working. I was working because he was in the middle of work. He had started working, but not completed. It was raining when we went out. So meaning it started raining before we went out. I saw Lucy and Steve this morning. They were waiting at the bus stop. When you say they were waiting, meaning they had started waiting, but they are not finished, meaning the bus had not come. I saw is a complete action. Kaylee fell asleep while she was reading, while he was doing something. That means in the middle of reading. So Kaylee fell asleep. So I think you have understood the differences between simple past. Simple past tells me things that happened and finished in the past. I went to town, I cooked, I read books, finished actions. But when you say I was reading, that means you were in the middle. You were in the middle. You were in the middle. So that is all. That's all. That's all. That's all. So I want us to look at exercise 14.1 now. I hope you're all there now. Have a look at 14.1. Look at the pictures. Put the verbs in the correct form. Past continuous or past simple. Look at the lady called Lucy. If you look at this picture here, you see Lucy's painting. And then what happened next? Oh, fell down. Oh, look at the hand now. The hand went to a stone. Oh, sorry. So you say Lucy broke her arm last week. When you say last week, it's complete action. Lucy broke. It's not like it was going on, no, just broke. So Lucy broke her arm last week. It happened when she was painting. You see, there's something that she was going, isn't it? She was doing, not finished. What is it? She was painting. So it happened when she was painting her room. She fell off the ladder. Past tense of fall now is fell. She fell. One action only, fell. But painting was a going continuous. So we want to know the difference. Past continuous was doing or were doing is something that had begun, but it was in the middle. It was going on. Long action. Any action that happens, short actions are simple past. So let's now hear from Hamid, number 2. You can see waiting here, train. Now the train is there. Oh, the train is there. Stop. Paula came out. Hi, Paula. Oh, okay. Hamid, the train?
The train arrived at the station, and Paula getting off the.
No, Paula got off. Paula got off.
Got off. Two friends of his, John and
two friends of hers.
Two friends of hers, John and Rachel, waiting to meet her.
So two friends, John and Rachel,
waiting to meet her.
Were waiting to meet her. You see, long action. Wait. And then the lady came. Oh, hi, Paul. You see that? Yeah, so they were waiting. So Rachel and John were waiting to meet her. Yes, Shukri. Let's see. Try. Hello, James. You see Sue's walking. And then, hello, James. I'm going to the station. Okay. Yesterday. Yes, Sue?
Yes, sure. Yeah, yes, yesterday. Yesterday. Walking. When she...
No, you're breaking. The voice is not clear. Yesterday, Sue?
Yeah.
Not clear.
Yesterday, Sue. It's not changing.
Yesterday, Sue? Use the verb walk.
Yesterday, walking.
Yesterday, Sue was walking. Was walking. You see, she was walking, isn't it? That's what was happening. Was walking. She had not reached where she was going.
Walking.
Was walking.
No. Okay. Along the road when she was
when she met. Meeting is only one action. Meeting is only once, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not like meeting and then meeting and then meeting. No. So she met. When she met James, isn't it?
Yeah, she met James. He went.
Not he went, because you see James going. It was continuous action. Going.
Yeah.
He was. Use the verb in bracket. Look at the verb. He was. Use that verb.
Yeah, going.
Yeah, he was going to the station, isn't it?
And to catch train, and and he was
He was
crying.
He was carrying. He was carrying. He was
He
carrying
was
the bag.
a pair. They are stopped.
They stopped. They stopped. They stopped. No, stopped is only once. They don't stop and stop and stop. They only stopped once. They stopped.
To talk for the few minutes.
Mhm.
To talk for the few minutes.
They
Yeah.
stopped to talk for a few minutes. Yes, that's good. That's good. Now, put the verb into the past continuous or past simple now. What was the weather like when you got up this morning? When you got up this morning? And B says it was raining. You see, it was going on. It was raining. Jamal, number 2. Was Jen busy when you went to see her? B, yes.
Yes.
Was Jen busy?
She was studying.
Yeah, she was studying. She was studying. Very good. So I want you to try number 3 up to number 10 as your homework. Are we together? Please try that. Choose whether it is present continuous or maybe, past continuous or past simple. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So we go for a break.